Remember that's the EFC TV system. My starting 11 will versus Man United again. Be a tough game, but hopefully the team hopefully the team that we go there will hopefully try and get a win at Old Trafford since for a long while. So hopefully that's obviously go for the goal team. I was in goal. I've gone Pickford again. Did absolutely brilliantly well for an international break. Obviously, he did brilliantly well for us for the international break as well. Obviously, he did absolutely brilliant for us for the international break as well. He obviously did well for us for the international break as well. Also, I also obviously I think I've also heard that he did quite well he did both England games. So excuse me, he did well for England as well. So. I don't know what to go back. I'm going back for Mykolenko, Brien, Tarkowski, and again I'm not going. Again, I've gone with. I'll probably go and mix some of this. So I've gone with Mykolenko, Brien, Tarkowski, and Garner, and James Garner. Again, me personally, again I've gone Brien because again I think I want to see O'Brien actually play them more. I want to see him actually play him. If he plays in a position like that, I'd like to see him play a lot more. He plays a lot more there. I think it'd be dead good to just see that. See if we can actually see if I think not many to go, but I think but imagine like Moyes coaches him, not coach, but imagine defensively coaches him, right? You got to be able to do this, certain things but doesn't. And obviously he plays centre back, so I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go Brien. Obviously it sounds, but then obviously next time again. I know it's been a few seasons, but you obviously got to look at it. Me that, and I'll say right back again. I was going to right back, and then Batson obviously won't start. Obviously, I'm going to get James again. He did quite well, so. Concentration for reason. I was in midfield. I'm going to go with just a Garner guy again. I play that. You know what he does. I think. Make comfortable. Obviously, I think. I'm midfield, just going guy. Obviously, I'm in defense midfield. I'm going just going again. I've gone in because one, I look at him. You know what? No one just gonna, but I think me personally, what he does on the ball, I feel like what he does, I think defensively, this kind of guy's good, and then going forward, he's quite good. So again, I think this kind of guys, he's a player that in a bizarre weird way, he's a player that in a weird way is actually underrated. I don't know what it is. It's like the playing stuff is underrated because he's not like Drewbury Hall or a player goes forward, but he's someone I go wow. Again, he gets a lot of praise, but he's a player that you look and go, wow, how good a player is he? He's done it. Oh, it's just incredible. All right. Then I'm going Rohl again. Now, obviously, now obviously one we're gonna have to get used to. Obviously, and I think now. Listen, I don't say personally. I don't say I don't, but again, personally, I don't say because I don't. But again, Moyes gonna have to get used to. I feel like not Moyes gonna. I think obviously Moyes is probably gonna get. I think Moyes obviously is gonna have to get used to playing different players because once players like just gone a guy, Ndiaye, once they go to AFCON with Senegal as you were, I'll tell you something now. We'll need players to come in and fill the positions on the pitch. Like defense midfield, winger. Dingo obviously that one, but you know what I mean. So obviously I think mainly. Obviously, I think as well as that, I also think that Rohl when he's come on, he has done. I think when he's come on as a sub, he has done quite well. He's gone so again. You gotta go. Oh yeah, he could play there. So we've got Moyes obviously again. I don't think Moyes likes it, but he'll have to get used to the idea. Again, there's that. Again, me personally, I don't know him. Again, me personally, I don't know Moyes without. Again, me personally, I don't know Moyes without. But again, I imagine Moyes isn't a big fan of it. But I'm just going to go. Yeah, mom, footballers now. It's what it is. Can't change it. It's this day, but. I imagine Moyes will play some players there. Again, I don't know what he'll do, but I imagine he'll play anyway. I remember, but we'll get into this midfield. Then I was middle. I'm gonna go with Drewbury Hall middle again. I know he's not attacking midfield, but I think when he started. No, I think when he started, yeah, but I think I was winning. Not I think when he started, but I think I was when he started against Fulham for international break. He did quite well, in the position he plays, attacking midfield. Obviously, I think he plays centre attacking midfield and midfield. So again, he did absolutely brilliant well for instance, he did quite well in the ball game. He did quite well because he did. But I also think, you know what, a player came in going for creating chances. He's also a player that can go on the left or right. He can also a player that can play. He's also a player that, you know, he can go on the left or he can go on left or right. I don't know, he can go on left or right. He can help out that way, but crossing. So again, you imagine he'll probably play in that position. But again, it's just my opinion. I don't know if it'll happen. I don't know. But again, I imagine Moyes will want to play him. Because again, he, in my opinion, is a top quality. You know, in my opinion, he's a top class quality midfielder. Again, despite being 27, he's a player that is very good for his age. Very good, you know. And I've never told him. I've seen players like Lukaku, and I've seen players like Lukaku. Many players I've seen play for Everton, but again, he's one I'd say. Is up there because he's one. He reminds me. He's not like obviously the Lukaku's main striker. I mean, I remember seeing he's an amazing player. By the way, anyway. Right. Obviously, I think then obviously the left and right, then the left and right, and then the left and the right of the midfield. And obviously on the left, I'm going to go with Jack Grealish again. He's a player that in this obviously in my opinion, you know what, he's a player in this team, and you know, in my opinion, he's a player in this team that, you know what, he goes forward, creates chances, crosses the ball really well. But obviously, unfortunately, no one else on that side is going to do it. But again, he's a player that he does all that stuff said then, he does all that. As well as that, right? He's also scored. He has obviously. Me personally, you know what? I actually want to see him go forward and get. Personally, I want to see Jack Grealish go forward, get himself a goal against Man Utd. If he does that, go, wow, I've got him. You know, obviously, not go gone now. Personally, I want to see Jack Grealish get his second goal in the Premier League. Right, he hasn't scored many, but I want to see him get. You know, yes, Grealish. I want to see him score. I want to see him score another goal or create a good chance and cross it and do that way. Do that as well. I want to see him do that. But again, personally, I want to see him score another goal because it's Jack Grealish. I mean, he's a player that, in my opinion, but listen, you imagine, not imagine God, but listen, you obviously imagine that he wants to get in the, obviously, no man, that's it, imagine. Listen, imagine. Listen, obviously, imagine he obviously wants to get into the England squad, as he obviously wants to do that. But again, no, it's very interesting, very tough game, as you say. But yeah, then I was on the other side. I go on Ndiaye again. Then I was on the other side. I go on Ndiaye again. I was inside. I go on Ndiaye. I said I go on Ndiaye because one, right? Because one. Sadly, he obviously I was not this week Gana, but I was not Sunday Gana, but I think but not Sunday again. I was not Sunday Gana, basically. I was not Sunday Gana, basically. I think so. Not again. I was not one Gana, basically. I think basically what it is. I think basically what it is, right. I think the thing in Ndiaye is obviously sadly he's obviously going to have come with. Just a Ghana guy who was going to have gone with Senegal, and just Ghana guys gone as well for Senegal. Obviously, both just Ndiaye and Senegal in Ndiaye, both Ndiaye and just Ghana guy. They're both going to AFCON. They're both going to play for Senegal, Senegal and AFCON as well. So again, we're obviously going to have to get the use out of those players while they're still here for the go to AFCON, because AFCON, obviously AFCON goes, Obviously AFCON goes on. I think obviously AFCON that goes on for is it like something like I think like AFCON goes in through December, doesn't it? And then I think like after if that team gets outside, they come back, don't you? So again, I'm really hoping that, you know, they do well not, but I'm really hoping they come back not injured. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to see him not get injured much while away, because they get injured and like, oh. And then I was like, for, you know what, you never know. Like, maybe players players come in for a bit and they do well, and then they have to, you know, get fully back in the team and all that. But again, you never know. So you never know what happens. That obviously getting down on the left, obviously done. Obviously got Ndiaye on the left, got on the right, going that again. Ndiaye's a brilliant player going forward, getting chances, scoring goals. You know, does that as well as that. Right, his pace is brilliant. So again. That's so far. Then I was up front. I've gone with Drewbury again. In my opinion, Drewbury deserves another go at playing again. Gives my knife because again, personally, I think players like Drewbury deserve another chance to play again because one, how good they are. You know, again, in my opinion, I think again, personally, I think a player like Drewbury again, he did really well against Fulham, obviously 14 international break, as you were. He did that. He obviously did that quite well. And I also think, you know what, right? He did try to score. He did create a few good chances. No, he did have a few chances to get a goal, but not for him. But again, like I said, you know what, personally, I don't say that's player because, you know what, right? He's shown how much that he is a good striker going forward and go. But again, like I said, personally, I want to see him score his first Everton goal. Once he gets the first Everton goal, I'll tell you something now. He will start his Everton career off well. He'll do well for himself, and as well as that, right? I generally want to see him do well for himself. I want to see him score his first goal, Everton goal, and then go and score another, and then another, and I want to see him just do that. If he does that, I go, wow! Like, that shows how good a player. Again, and I think now, not preferring Gunner, but I think obviously imagine both sides. Tim Barry side of it as well. He always wants to do so. He wants to show us fans and Moyes that he was worth the buy. He wasn't a buy like, oh, why'd you buy him for? He's not going to do it. So he obviously it's also keep better to do, but it keeps wanting as well. So again, it's a very just good really. But obviously from going Barry again, the reason I'm not saying obviously I'm going from going Barry again. I'm not saying obviously up front as well. Obviously front to go and play right again. I just said 4 reasons why, but again, hopefully this is a team that obviously get us a good result away at Man United at Old Trafford. Hopefully, I'll run through this stuff now. Some things are Travers, Coleman, Keane, Bates, Iroegbunam, Welch, Dibling, and McNeil, and obviously Alcaraz again. Me personally, I would have loved to have Alcaraz in there. Believe me, I would have, but. Again, got to play Drewbury, just got a guy Rohl in there, so yeah, you gotta really, so yeah. Obviously, that team we're going with. Obviously, let me know your thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think it's right? It's wrong? Obviously, what team would you go? Would you go with Brien instead of just got a guy, or would you go with Dibling instead of Ndiaye, or do you think we should give just got a guy and Ndiaye or just Ndiaye and just got a guy a rest? Because obviously got better AFCON as you were, or do you think we should stick with that, or would you play then to offset those 2 players because they go to AFCON as you were, or would play players like Walsh, Dibling, or would you do that, or anything? I think like anything like that. Obviously, would you do that? I said 4, yeah. So I was remembering because I was weird. Obviously, yeah. I said 4, yeah. Also, make sure you go and check out the. No, I think for girls, yeah. Yeah, also forget as well. Also, make sure you go and check out the match preview I did yesterday for the Man United, obviously, and also make sure you go and check out the match preview I did for obviously. Also, make sure you go and check out not ours, Gana. So not ours, Gana. Obviously, also forget as well. Make sure you go and check out the match preview for Man United versus Everton. I did that last night. Go check it out because I worked really on the video. Make sure you go and check that out. Also check out any of the videos we do. Also make sure you go check out, and also make sure that you not only you're gonna, as you also make sure that you also make sure you check out as well. Okay, I think as well as that, also make sure you go and check out the other videos we've done during the Easter break. We did discuss when we did that one like before that just break for, but obviously make sure you go and check that one as well. So I did word for you on both because I did. Obviously, I let me thoughts going to explore as well. What thoughts that line would you? What players you go with in position in this team, and so would you start with, or what's your starting? What line would you go with, or? Obviously, yeah, that's 4. Oh yes, 4. Obviously, yeah. If you want to see, obviously new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to EFC TV at youtube.com, and also don't forget to press notification bell that spell as well. You should don't forget to as well, and also make sure that you make sure. So I forget that. Make sure you turn the notification button. Also don't forget to press the notification button as well. So you about every single video like this, obviously other news ones. And also if you're already subscribed, don't press the notification button to spell. Well, make sure don't forget to press that as well. So yeah, I was like the same thing, like videos and all that really. Obviously, what was it? You know what? I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to EFC TV at youtube.com to comment. It absolutely massively helps channel helps the channel massively, keeps the channel going, improve, get better. You know, so again, I'm hoping to really get over the channel. I'm doing really well. You know, this channel, obviously, if you have a TV, and obviously you Wrestling UK, I was doing that as well. Again, I'd really appreciate you to subscribe to this one, because it actually helps. Also massive helps that you subscribe to the others as well, because it keeps all of your channels going, so that I don't, you know, so because I work so hard to make channels as good as I can make them. And again, obviously, and also, you know, was that right? No, okay, was that right? Obviously helps channels keep going, helps channels keep going, helps improve, get better. Obviously, I'm learning how to become better YouTubers as well. So it helped massively by doing that, and it lets people know. I suppose that right massively helps out, because it keeps it going. So I'd really appreciate. I'd really appreciate, because I would. I'd really appreciate it, because I also would. Oh yes. I was going to say now. Obviously youtube.com. I forget to mention that. I'd really appreciate it if you would share it. I'd really appreciate it if you would share it on Facebook, share it on twitter.com, share it on any of your other socials as well, and also share it with like your friends, your family, your obviously people you know. Share it with that, let them know it's channel and all that. But yeah, I'd really appreciate support you do that. But obviously, don't forget to give a like, leave comments, like I said before. First person who leaves comments in the comment section below will get a normal shout out as well. So that'll happen. Obviously, I think obviously anybody does leave, not leave Gunner. So not not leave Gunner. Obviously, I think anybody. I think the first person that leaves a comment, comment section below will get a normal shout out as well. They will, because that's the type of person I'll do that. That's it. I forgot that. Yeah. Obviously, that's it. And hopefully, this is the team that gets a result at Old Trafford on Monday. Hopefully. So.